What is up, everyone? I am Water and Grass, and welcome to episode 6 of TeamSinnoh. Now, we have a fantastic episode for you guys today, so hopefully you guys stay tuned to the very end. First off, we're going to have Chris, or Slayer of MCA, talk about his top 5 favorite events in all of Pokemon gaming history, so definitely stay tuned for that. Who knows, maybe some of your top 5 favorite events will also be Chris's favorite events, so you never know. After Chris, we're going to pass things along to Zapdos TCG, or Josh, who's going to be reviewing Plasma Storm, so it's definitely something you want to stay tuned for, because Plasma Storm is an awesome set, and it's being released very soon, February 6th to be exact, so definitely stay tuned for that. After Josh, or Zapdos TCG, we're going to pass things along to Bryce, or 801 Infernape, who's going to be sharing with you guys a lot of video game news, so definitely stay tuned for that. He has a lot to share with the announcement of Pokemon X and Y, as well as some Black and White 2 tidbits, so definitely stay tuned for that. After Bryce's part, we're going to pull things off to HSF 144, or Brian, who's going to be talking about the Boundaries Crossed pre-release, so it's a little late, but if you guys don't know what a pre-release is, you can kind of get an idea with Brian's part. He's also going to be reviewing and touring Nintendo World, so definitely stay tuned for that. And after we get done with HSF 144's part, we're going to come full circle back to me. I will be closing this episode, of course, giving our sponsors, which hopefully you guys find funny. And also, I will be doing the little mini rant section, since I have my Poke Rants on my Water and Grass channel. Now we're going to have a little mini rants at the end of each TeamSinnoh episode. And thanks to UK PokePower for the name idea, we're going to call this Pain in My Grass. So you'll find UK PokePower's little link down below in the description, or maybe around my face, wherever Brian decides to put it. He edits these. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So without further ado, let's pass things on to Slayer of MCA. So Master Chris, I've done all your chores. Do you need me to do anything else for you?
Okay, Jesse. Thanks a lot for the intro. You can go pour me a drink now and wait for my further orders. Thank you, Jesse. Hey guys, you are watching the video of TeamSinnoh, and this is Slayer of MCA here. Welcome you all to my segment of this episode. Now today I will be sharing with everybody the top 5 favorite Pokemon moments in the Pokemon RPG gameplay franchise. So this is my top 5 favorite. Will be very nice to know what you guys' favorite top 5 moments are. So please comment down below if you guys think of anything towards the end of the episode. But without further ado, here are my top 5 without any particular order. That could range from Pokemon Red and Blue all the way through to the latest Pokemon Black and White. So number 1, my favorite moment is getting onto the cable car in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Now Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire always has a soft spot in my heart because number 1, because I'm a bit Asian, so like my mom always says study, 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 you know. So the only first time that I was able to get a GBA console was actually Game Boy Advance. And yes, you know where this is leading to. My first ever GBA game was Pokemon Sapphire with Kyogre up front and the mega sexy ass case out there. So yeah, I thought ever since I started playing it, the first time I was completely blown away by the visuals that they can have back then in 2002 or 3 with this little tiny GBA screen. And you know, riding up that cable car, I just thought that was the most awesome thing that ever happened. Ever since I watched my friends play Pokemon Red and Blue or Pokemon Gold and Silver and Crystal, I just thought nothing beats that Pokemon Sapphire feeling up that cable car. And as you go all the way there up to the top of Mount Chimney, you see the volcanic ashes just flowing down, and it just looks amazing. It's just one of like my childhood moments could probably be defined. Like one of my childhood Pokemon gameplay RPG moments can probably be defined as that image right there. So yeah guys, number 2 is when Pokemon Dive, the HN, got released, and once again, Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Now, when the HM Dive got released, I always thought, because I used to thought that up to Pokemon Gold and Silver, all the HMs that they could ever throw at you will already have been made. But then they released Dive, and I was thinking, how would that work? I mean, if you dive down, like, when you're surfing in the sea, you meet wild Pokemon. Does that mean when you dive down, there won't be any wild Pokemon left? But lo and behold, when you dive down in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, there will be those seaweed-like grasses, tall grass. And I thought that was the most epic. It just adds like a second, third dimension into the game when you surf, and you can meet wild Pokemon wild top, and you can meet other species of Pokemon down bottom when you use dive. So like, you know, Pokemon that they think will live in a deeper area of the sea, like Relicanth and like Corsola, if I remember right, and Clamperr and all those other sexy ass Pokemon. I was like, damn, that was so nice. And the other thing that blew me away is that the suitability of the Ruby and Sapphire games, where you have to use dive to enter into the city and yeah, come out of it. That sounds a bit wrong, it sounds a bit sexual, but not gonna get into that, kids. What's next? The third part is actually the Darkrai event. I remember this part, I waited and waited so long because I saw everybody hacking when Pokemon Diamond and Pearl was released. Pokemon Pearl was actually the first ever game that I got on my DS, on my Nintendo DS when it first came out. I went crazy on that game. But when the Darkrai event came out and everybody knew about it, I just waited until the event came out while everybody was using those game shot replays and all the hacks and whatnot. And I was like, damn, I really want that Darkrai because that's like my logo. That's like my like buddy Pokemon, you know? And I waited for it, and then until it finally released a Wi-Fi event and I played it. I just thought it was one of the best moments of my Nintendo DS Pokemon Diamond and Pearl 4th generation life, you know? Just like going onto that room and then there's that freaky guy with the sunglasses going kick or whatever, like those like awkward ass Japanese laughter, and then he leads you to this bed and you fall asleep and you have a bad dream, and then by the time you wake up you are in this island, in a New Moon Island, and then when you go there, this legendary Darkrai is in the forest just waiting for you. And I remember seeing like seeing Darkrai's reflection, and also seeing the shadows of the clouds just coming by. That was one of my favorite moments as well. I thought that was like the most epic. I thought that it just took the gameplay and the designs and the artwork and the background to a whole different level. So that was one of my favorite moments as well. The fourth is actually Mewtwo. So from Pokemon Red and Blue, this was probably like when I was, let's see, I think when I was about 7 or 6 or 7. I remember that when Pokemon Red and Blue came out on Game Boy Color and like before Color, when it came out, it was probably like the best like moment ever that Mewtwo, this ultimate kick-ass Pokemon that destroys everything, like before Arceus or Darkrai or whatever was ever created. This badass Pokemon lived by itself in a freaking cave, and you gotta like, you know, run your way through like battling all these high-level Pokemon before you ever meet this badass Pokemon. And you check out freaking Master Ball at it because you're like, that's the best Pokemon, so it deserves the most rarest Pokeball of them all, which is the Master Ball. And I just thought seeing that Mewtwo, that badass Mewtwo, and using it to kick the Elite Four's ass was like the best feeling ever. So that was one of my favorite moments, just meeting Mewtwo, battling and catching it, and using it. So the last but not least of all of my favorite moments in the Pokemon franchise RPG game was actually throughout the range, you know, from Pokemon Red through Pokemon Black and White. And that's probably what you guys have in mind is that feeling after you defeat the champion and you walk up to the Hall of Fame and you go, yeah, you know, that's like, you know, mission accomplished, you know, take that Pokemon, I beat everything with my amateur-ish Pokemon. Like, I don't even play the game, like, competitively, and I was just like, damn, I beat all y'alls, like, I'm the best in the game by myself with AI. But anyway, it just made me feel like pretty happy. Yeah, I was like, damn, I finally done something, you know, like beat the whole game. It's just like a big thrill. I'm just like, ah, damn, I finished it. So yeah, that is one of my top 5 faves. If you guys ever ask, my favorite will probably have to be the first one where I went up that cable car in Pokemon Red, Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, sorry. So yeah, guys, that's my segment of this episode. So Josh, my Belgian brother from another mother, what do you got for us?
Alright, thanks Chris, and yeah, I'm ZapdosTCG, aka Josh, and today I will talk about pre-releases in this TeamSinnoh section. So yeah, pre-releases are actually events where you can go to official Pokemon events that actually give you cards before they actually get released in the official store. So actually you can get cards before they come out, basically. So what you get if you go to pre-release is actually you pay the amount of money, like 20 bucks or something, and then you get 6 booster packs of the set that comes out a bit later on, like in a couple of weeks. So you actually get the boosters first, then you open the 6 boosters, and you actually can make a deck, a 40 card based deck, so only 40 cards allowed in a deck, but it's just for fun. There are not any stuff related to championship points and stuff that you can go to the Worlds or World Championships. It's not involved, it's just for fun, playing a simple little tournament just to test out the new card. So afterwards, when you done that little tournament, you can actually go once you receive the cards and just say, I don't want to play anymore, I don't want to, I just want to get the cards and go. You can do that, but actually most people stay because they want to test out the new card. So after that, once the little tournament is over, you can all get 2 extra boosters, and then the event is finished. So that's basically a pre-release, and there's also 1 pre-release card you get when you enter a pre-release, like the pre-release card for a Plasma Storm. It is Crobat. That means that you can get a 1 card that has the official stamp of the set on it. Like in the past, we had Arcanine from Next Destinies and stuff. You can watch that video where I got that card. So anyway, yeah, aside to pre-releases, I'm also going to talk about Plasma Storm for a bit, because the set is almost officially out now, unless this video is uploaded way too late thanks to some delays. But yeah, my section has been recorded on the 27th of January, so yeah, anyway, the first EX on my list is Moltres. Moltres is a really neat EX. It has the, yeah, a fire-type Pokemon, fighting resistance, which is great. Water weakness is not that good, since Keldeo Blastoise is still standing strong, so I wouldn't actually make a deck with fire Pokemon just yet, but yeah, you can just check it out if you like Moltres. Up next, we have Victini EX. This is one of those EXs that you can use as a starter Pokemon because, yeah, it has the attack, Turbo Energize, and you can search your deck for 2 basic energies and attach them to your bench Pokemon in any way you like. So if you play with Victini first, you can build up your attackers on the bench first. The bad thing is that it only has 110 HP and it gets knocked out by everything in the current format, just a weak Pokemon. But it also has let's see, what was it again? Victory Piece, which is a tool card, actually an ace pack card that actually boosts the attack power of Victini, or actually not boost the attack power, what am I saying? It's just if you attach it to Victini, you don't have to attach energies in order to use the attack, so it reminds me of Yanmega Prime of the past, so that's interesting. What EXs do we have? Next is Articuno EX. This one will be used as really well because the weakness is metal, which is good because not many metal Pokemon are being played except for some rogue Klinklang decks out there. But Articuno EX has the attack that actually automatically paralyzes your opponent if he has a Plasma Energy attached with a second attack. And if you count in that we have Blastoise in the format, that means that Articuno will definitely paralyze lots of opponents. Articuno is really playable, so if you pull that at a pre-release, be happy because it's going to cost a lot of money in the future. Next we have Zapdos EX. This is one of those EXs that isn't actually that good, but it can be used in electric decks since it has the resistance to fighting. It's a lightning Pokemon with a resistance to fighting, which we all like. And it also has the attack agility that prevents all effects of attacks, including damage. So with Fliptini and stuff, it can actually work out really well. And Zapdos EX just has some sentimental value to myself because I collect Zapdoses. So I'll definitely get myself that Zapdos EX once the set comes out. Next is Cobalion or Cobalion EX, whatever you want to pronounce it. This EX is really interesting since it's just like Landorus EX. It can attack for just 1 energy and deal 30 damage, but this one, with his attack, it also discards a special energy attached to the defending Pokemon. So 30 damage and discarding a special energy is really good in this format since lots of Plasma Energies will be played, and that's really something interesting to play with. Also, his second attack deals 100 damage flat, so without having to affected by weakness, resistance, and any other effects on the defending Pokemon. Then we have Black Kyurem EX, which deals 200 damage, but yeah. Since it's a Dragon type Pokemon, I don't know if it can last. It also needs Water and Lightning type, but with Blastoise can be actually useful. So next is White Kyurem EX. This can deal 100 damage plus 10 more for each damage counter on White Kyurem EX. And there are also tool cards available for those powerful EXs, so this will be really something to test out, those White and Black Kyurem EX. Next we have Lugia EX. This is what all the fuss is about. Like just with Next Destinies we had Mewtwo EX, Dark Explorers Darkrai EX, Rayquaza EX, and Dragons Exalted. We have Lugia EX here to and Keldeo EX with boundaries card. So here and there's a new set, Plasma Storm. Lugia EX is all the fuss. That's everyone's talking about it because you can actually dunk with Lugia EX, and it has the ability Overflow, which means if Lugia EX knocks out one of your Pokemon, it can actually take 2 prizes in return. Which means if you knock out an EX, you get 3 prizes. So yeah, just count, if you knock out 2 EXs, you win the game. So a deck with Lugias and dunking stuff will actually be really, really good. The bad thing is that you have to discard a Plasma Energy attached to Lugia EX in order to deal 120 damage, but there are cards that actually can get back special energies out of the discard pile, but it's risky, like Recycle and other Pokemon do have attacks that can bring them back from the discard. So next are some tool cards I mentioned, but I'll talk about those later. First is Dowsing Machine, which is just basically junk card. Discard 2 cards from your hand and put a trainer card back from your discard pile in your hand. So that's just pointing out that Junk Arm was really good in the previous format, that's why it's an ace pack card right now. Next we have Scramble Switch, which actually switches your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon, and you can get all the energies from the active Pokemon to the Pokemon you selected from the bench. So actually switching around your attacker basically, so that's really neat. And next we have Victory Piece. I talked about that with Victini, and yeah, here's Victini EX in full art. There are actually some full arts available as well, but Zapdos EX and Moltres EX don't have a full art version, which is ridiculous since I wanted to collect 2 Zapdos EXs, but yeah, the Pokemon Company decided like, ha, Zapdos TCG will just scrap Zapdos immediately to have a full art version, so that's not good from those people out there. But anyway, we have Victini EX as a full art, Articuno EX, Cobalion EX, Lugia EX, and then we have also Colorus, the one and only perfect supporter. Shuffle your hand into your deck and then draw the number of cards equal to the number of bench Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's, which means a total of 10 cards at maximum. So a really great supporter out there. And then the shinies, we have Charizard, which will cost a ton of money for no ridiculous or for no specific reason, just because the card states Charizard. It will actually cost about 50 bucks minimum. It can actually be more, but shiny Charizard, everyone wants that, the black Charizard. Next we have shiny Blastoise, and this card will actually cost lots of money as well, just because it's really playable in the Keldeo deck, and that's why it will cost tons of money. Okay, then we have Random Receiver. People that don't use Skyla from the Boundaries Cross set will definitely use Random Receiver to actually have the best supporters available, but I don't think Random Receiver will be used that much, because we do have Colorless, which will be like 4 Junipers, 4 N, 4 Colorless, something like that. So Random Receiver will, I don't think it will be that expensive, but it's a shiny card out there. And I believe that's it for my section for TeamSinnoh. Once again, everyone check out Bryce with his video game analysis and stuff. And yeah, I'll just leave it with that. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next TeamSinnoh video or on my channel. Peace.
Alright guys, that was Josh, or Zapdos TCG, whatever you guys want to call him. I know him as Josh. But first off, let's start by talking about the Keldeo event we have going on. The Keldeo event goes till February 12th, and he comes level 50 with Hydro Pump, Sacred Sword, Swords Dance, and Aqua Jet. It's a lot higher level than the one they released back in like September. I'm guessing September. Yeah, it was September. Yeah, and you can change him to his Resolute form or whatever you want to do, but he's actually pretty good. I just got mine today. Super Duper Tutorials actually has a tutorial on how to get him, so let's link that. We're going to link that in the description to our video. Next thing on our list, Walmart. If you buy a copy of Black 2 or White 2, it comes with a Sinnoh starter, and basically you can pick Turtwig, Chimchar, or Piplup, and they all have their Dream World ability. Turtwig's being Shell Armor, which prevents critical hits against him. So that's actually a really, really helpful ability compared to, I don't know, Overgrow, because Overgrow doesn't really come into play that often, right? Chimchar comes with Iron Fist, which boosts up his punching moves, like Mach Punch and Thunder Punch, which could be a really good move with the Thunder Punch and Mach Punch. Piplup comes with Defiant, so his attack raises by 2 stages when one of his other stats is lowered, and he can't self-lower, so, I mean, that's another great ability, but Empoleon's more of like a special attacker in my opinion. And they all come at level 10. This is good till July 31st. Oh, so we have so much to cover still. As you guys know, we're trying to cover Pokemon X and Pokemon Y as well as we can, with the release of Xerneas and Yveltal being the main cover legendaries, or the symbolic legendaries, whatever you want to call them. It's the first time in a hell of a lot of games since it hasn't been dragons on the front covers, which is really awesome to finally see a change. The games are set to release October worldwide, which has never been done before. Usually they release it first in Japan, and that's amazing. I mean, I hate getting spoilers. Like seeing spoilers from Japan, and just like ruins it for me altogether. This generation you're going to be able to catch more than just the generation's Pokemon. So you'll be able to catch like Psyduck and Pikachu's in the trailer, and I'm sure we'll link the trailer down in the description too. The starters are Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie. Leave us a comment saying which one you want to start with. I mean, that's always cool. We can only speculate on what their typings are going to end up being. I mean, they could be dual type, or they could just be monotype. I'm really hoping that Fennekin is not another firefighting starter, because that's just overdone. Emboar was enough, right? Emboar was enough. And what else do we have to talk about? Full 3D. The game's finally using the 3DS format, so now everybody has to go out and buy a 3DS. Hopefully they come out with a limited edition one for the US, like Japan got the Pikachu one, and soon they're going to be getting the really, really sick Charizard one. If we get a cool limited edition one, I'm definitely buying one. I have a normal sized one, but I don't have a large one. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to pass it right on to Brian. I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, Bryce. What's up, Sinnoh Soldiers? This is HSF144, aka Brian, and I have two videos to show you guys instead of the PokeTuber Spotlight. One of the videos is going to be the pre-release from Boundaries Crossed, and I know it's been like a couple months, but still got to show you that anyway. And this is a pack opening battle with Chibi Leafeon, so I hope you do enjoy it.
What's up, guys? It's Chibi Leafeon here, and I'm with... And pretty much. Yeah.
Can I show them myself?
Sure, doesn't matter.
Yeah, we'll show him.
This child over next to us got a Keldeo X full art and a White Kyurem EX. Damn. And he got 2 ace bags.
2 ace bags?
So wait, we probably got garbage then.
I hope we didn't get that.
What's your YouTube? They got nothing
over here. Chibi Leafeon. I'll write it down for you. So, but me and this guy is gonna have a pack battle. He opened his packs because he doesn't have a stand because he's poor.
Not poor,
So we're on YouTube now?
Huh?
So we're gonna be on YouTube?
Pretty much.
Alright, so
We'll go with the first pack.
you go first.
Yeah, fine. Because I have the thrill of opening it, so we got the code card. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So we got Oshawott, Gligar, Rattata, Makuhita, Psyduck, Whirlipede, and a Servine, and a Pigmire. Our reverse thingy is a White Kyurem reverse. Sucks.
Read that.
And a rare. Oh, it's a Shaman.
I like Shaman.
Yes, it is. It's pretty good.
Shaman?
Yeah.
Yo, do the thing for me.
What the?
Did they give you your stuff?
1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah.
Nice. Alright. So we got Scyther, Potion, Oshawott, Spinda, Rattata, Tranquil, Bloom, Sandslash. Sandslash is a weird artwork. Anyway, reverse is a Chinchou. My rare is a Scissorhawk. Nice.
Scizor.
Whoa, what's wrong with Scissor?
I don't know. So I have a second pack.
I'll do the card trick while you're doing it.
1, 2, 3.
2, 3, 2. Oh, nice.
What, you felt something?
Yeah, I felt something.
Blitzel, Pidove, Duskull, Dunsparce, Krogan, Great Ball. Reverse is Mushana, and the rare is Electivire.
Nice.
Yeah, move.
Alright, so we got Pidove, Duskull, Tangela,
So we just take
Krogan, and Darumaka. Yes. And we got some Clink, Dusclops, Heracross. Alright, so reverse is a Lilligant, and my rare is a nice Landorus EX.
Motherfucker.
You mad?
Where would you pull? Let me see.
Lander CX.
Oh, nice.
Alright, by the way, Flygon is our little card, and we got this thingy. It's a deck box.
So it's my third pack.
What? Nice. One, two. It's Chibi's turn.
So I start off with Tangela, Trapinch, Woobat, Durmaka, Chinchou, Eradicate, Gloom, and a Herdier. My reverse is Eradicate, and my rare is Toxic.
Oh, alright, so we got Triangle, Krogan, Mainfu, Bligger, Blitzel, Makuhita, Psyduck, and Dunsparce. Reverse is a rare is my Shaman. And reverse is a Hugh. What does Hugh do? Player draws, whatever. Anyway. We'll look at that something.
I probably got, crap, whoops. I probably got the garbage pack since everyone around me pulled everything better. So I go on with my full pack. Hell no. Oh, you didn't? You got 2 ace packs.
I got like
1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
How'd you make that?
So I start off with a Trap, a Sloink, and a Numel, and a Meowth, and a Mindfu, and a Charmeleon, and a Sandslash, and a Moonlight. My reverse? No, I got it. Oh, reverse town map! Pro plays, Chibi LaFay.
Nice.
And second is Blossom.
I didn't know it was in the set. Alright, anyway, we got Hello, Mineshaw, Electrode, Venipede, Switch, Oddish, Lillipup, and Squirtle. Reverse is, this might be the rare. Yep, it's the rare. Sharna, and my reverse is a Crustle.
Crustle Hollow. Oh, it's the reverse Crustle.
Yeah. This is good? Is this Crustle good?
I have no idea. My second to last pack, because I'm so pulling garbage. So I got Charmander. Oh, I'll put it here. Snivy, Focus, Switch, Gothita, Cottony, Skarmory, Krogan, my reverse is a Marrow, and my rare is a Keldeo. Your move.
So we got Purloin, Pikachu, Energy Search, come on, Energy Search, Psyduck, Olibi, Charmeleon, Luna, and another Rocky Helmet print. Reverse is a Duskull, and my rare is a Lilligant. Okay. I know, man.
Get any ultra rares?
Hells no, all these kids got it.
I got Landorus.
Whoops.
Landorus, nice.
Yeah.
Final pack.
Dude, man, you can't say that.
So, I had an Energy Search, and a Scyther, and a Potion, and a Volibee, and a Spinda, and a Hue, and a Delibird, and a Farfetch. My reverse is a Purloin, and my rare is a Tangrowth. I hate this life.
Feels bad, man. Snivy,
Can you let me make
Kalo,
one of you?
Voltorb, Sandshrew, Funiri, Snorlax. Ooh, nice. Town map. Thank God. And a Herdier. So reverse is a Great Ball, and my rare is a Whimsicott. So, I mean, I guess the best was obviously the Landorus. And
I think my best was a reverse town map, because this game fucking sucks.
so, definitely won that one.
Eat it! I'm fucked!
And I will see you guys later.
Later, guys.
Alright, last two packs that we get at the end, and Chibi, Leafeon, and Exoshua Chris X are battling each other. Jacking off in pre-release. Anyway, so one, two.
You guys and tricks, stupidness.
Hey. Pre-retreat. Rocky Helmet.
Don't flip ahead, don't flip ahead, don't flip ahead.
Oh, Crystal Edge, nice.
That's good for the
And
Kirums.
Subat. Yeah, I know, but it's not good for me.
I don't think you're gonna pull anything from you.
Yeah, I don't think anything else is gonna happen. But we'll see. Alright, so we got Patrat,
The Rat.
Woobat, Snivy, Krogunk, Spinda, Krogunk again, Eradicate, that's funny, Gloom. Whoa. Sorry about that. Reverse, Unfezant, and my rare is a Blossom. That's a nice artwork.
Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah,
It
that's
does
a really
nothing.
cool artwork.
Why?
Anyway, so
I
I'll
didn't
see you guys
attack.
later.
I just retreated.
The next video I want to show you guys is my trip to Nintendo World with Geo, aka Mr. Pokemon X. And if you saw our video before, we had a pack opening battle, so if you haven't, check it out. And yeah, enjoy this video to see what plushies Nintendo World has to offer at this time. Let's see, we got Woobat,
You did this a week ago.
A week ago? I did this a long ass time ago. Stop it, stop it. We got Palkia.
That's a penis. That's a penis.
We got Meloetta.
No, this is the different form.
Which form though?
Per clay form.
Whatever, we got Timpole. Got some Wobbuffets. Got some Geo. He's not for sale though, but he could be for sale. Anyway, we got Chikorita. No for all the ladies though. We got Ho-Oh.
We got the chicken. We got the Phoenix.
This guy again, Riolu. Oh, we got the most important one.
That's the lamest one here.
You guys shut up.
Ew, I'm a burn. Look,
no, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Stop. Stop. Anyway, we got Glaceon. We got
Throw.
Throw.
One of the new ones that you guys gotta get.
Oh, Glaceon?
Glaceon and Leafeon are the new ones that they came in, but you guys gotta get it soon because they're about to be sold out.
Really? Yeah, I know.
This is the second batch.
Yeah,
Second batch already. You missed out.
They're super important. We got.
You guys missed out on Charmander and Squirtle.
What? We missed out on Charmander and Squirtle?
I have it.
Oh man.
Do I have a picture of it right now?
Geo, you're right.
Let's start this now.
What do you mean?
This massive gathering of everyone's Pokédolls.
You have to get all of them? Are you really?
I offered it. I didn't think people were gonna want like 7 of each.
All right. Well, whatever. Oh, got some shirts. Except I'm not gonna get shirts, but
those are the 2 new ones too.
These are the 2 new ones.
These are the big. They're not the big ones.
These are nice. These are nice. $16 though.
I like this more than the fat one.
Jesus, look at Geo's pack.
No, these
like
are
more
for
than.
Bryce.
These are for Bryce.
That's Bryce only.
He wants Meloetta.
Yep.
That's funny.
Then
Meloetta didn't come out yet.
Someone wanted
I wish.
and
I wish Charmander was out. We missed it, but we got some Mews. Actually, whoa, hey, what up? Sorry. Dude, this is a good rotation, obviously, because it has Mews. Anyway, so yeah, oh, Kyogre. I'm gonna go back here.
Double the price, it's not much smaller.
So those were the 2 videos I wanted to show you guys. Make sure to check out Chibi Leafeon's page if you haven't. And if you guys want to submit videos for me to check, let me know so that I can actually look at them and feature them on this part of the video. And yeah, in the meantime, I guess I'll do some Pokemon League stuff, just like what they're doing now. They have a badge case that you have to order and then it will be sent to the league. This way that, like, when you collect badges during each of the seasons, you get to put them in here and then you get to put your DS games here. I suggest you guys go to League because you'll find people that are actually interested in the same subject that you are in, and you get to, I don't know, meet new people and play games and get badge cases, because these are pretty awesome. And you get collectible badges, and you know, who doesn't want that? Anyway, that's what I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and now I'll pass it on to Jesse, aka Grass.
Alright, Brian, thank you for that. Now, without any further ado, let us move on into my little section, Pain in My Grass. Now, this is going to be a little mini rant section, and before we get into it, let me just share with you guys that this is my own personal opinion, and some of you are going to agree with me, and some of you are going to disagree with me. Now, whether you agree or disagree, let me know down below in the comment section, as I'd love to hear your opinions on the matter as well. Now, the subject for this little mini Poke Rant, or Pain in My Grass, is going to be Generation 1 Pokemon only lovers. Now, there are a lot of people out there who don't really give Generations 2 through 5 a chance. They think that Generation 1 has the greatest Pokemon to ever exist, and anything after Generation 1 is just crap. Now, I highly disagree with that. A lot of the argument that Generation 1 only lovers use is that the Pokemon these days are completely uncreative. And while we do have Pokemon like Gulpin and Swalot, even Lunatone and Solrock, Trubbish and Garbodor, don't even get me started on them, Cherubi, that doesn't mean that Generation 1's Pokemon were all super creative either. I mean, let's look at some of them. We have Voltorb and Electrode, Grimer and Muck, Ditto, Goldeen and Seaking, which are basically goldfish. We have Pidgey, who's not very creative. We have Execute and Exeggutor, who are eggs who evolve into a walking tree. And even Charizard really isn't that creative. I mean, let's face it, it's just a fire-breathing dragon in the end. which is badass, but it's also not super creative, which is what a lot of the people who love Generation 1 and Generation 1 only, that's what they argue for, that the rest of the generations just aren't as creative as Generation 1. I highly disagree with that. I mean, even in the Diamond and Pearl and Platinum series, they touched on things that you never thought they'd touch on, like space and time and creation and all that, and I think that was one of the more creative storylines of all of Pokemon. I also think the whole storyline with Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza is extremely creative, and some of the Pokemon from that era are incredibly creative as well, like Breloom, Ludicolo, Sharpedo, Crawdon, just a lot of really cool Pokemon. Now, don't get me wrong, I love me Generation 1. Generation 1 is what started it all. It's the original generation of Pokemon. But that doesn't mean that it has the most creative Pokemon, and that doesn't mean that the rest of the Pokemon from future generations, 2 through 5, are horrible. Yes, we did get Sunkern and Sunflora from Generation 2, which weren't very creative, as well as some other questionable ones, kind of like Alomomola, who should have evolved from Luvdisc in Generation 5. But that doesn't mean that the rest of the Pokemon are crappy. We still have some really awesome ones from Generation 5, for example. We have Electros, we have Ferrothorn. I think Vanillux is pretty creative, but again, this is my opinion on the matter. Generation 4, we have Luxray, we have Magmortar. What I love in Generation 4 is they touched on a lot of Pokemon from Generation 1, from Generation 2, even from Generation 3, who looked like they should have had evolutions like Tangela, and gave them evolutions. Like, they gave Tangela Tangrowth, they gave Rhydon, Rhyperior, they gave Magmar and Electabuzz, Magmortar and Electivire, respectively. So, to sit there and say that Generation 1 has some of the best Pokemon, which it does, Blastoise, Mewtwo, Pokemon like that, is kind of ignorant in a way, because if you don't know the rest of the Pokemon, then how can you say that? You know what I mean? And if you don't even know Electabuzz has an evolution, then you really shouldn't be saying that Generation 1 is the best Pokemon generation in history. But hey, that's how I feel. I think all generations of Pokemon are awesome, and I think that each Pokemon generation has its creative Pokemon and its really crappy Pokemon, like Trubbish and Garbodor. But hey, that's me. Let me know how you guys feel down below in the comment section. And that's going to wrap it up for this episode of TeamSinnoh. Now, today's sponsors for TeamSinnoh were the Cerulean City Bike Shop owner, telling the biggest lie since 1996. Now, the next sponsor for TeamSinnoh is going to be Pokemon X and Y. Guess Pokemon finally ran out of colors to use. Alright guys, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let me know if you did down below in the comment section. Of course, like this video. Give it a thumbs up, help spread the word of TeamSinnoh. Subscribe for more awesome Pokemon content. We got a lot of videos coming from our gym leaders soon. So, stay tuned for more to come. I'll see you all in the next episode or whatever we have out next. And I hope you guys have a great day, have a great night, wherever you are in the world. I'll see you all later. Bye guys.